This complete game broadcast between Houston and Winnipeg is from an important day for the Arrows franchise. It was near the end of the 1977-1978 WHA season, and earlier that day, the Arrows announced they would gain entry into the NHL, or fold the franchise.
6 years of playoffs, 4 first places, and 2 Avco championships prove the Houston Aeros are ready to join the National Hockey League. But it's sudden death. Either they sell 7,000 season tickets by May 4th, or they may have to hang up their skates. Call 629-1050. Bring the NHL to Houston, or get your money back. There's an incredible season to gain, or an entire sport to lose.
The Winnipeg Jets would win their second WHA championship only a few weeks later. But on this night, an inspired Houston Aeros team was fighting for their lives.
Let's get a playoff spot, the home ice advantage. Well, the playoff spot is wrapped up. Let's get the home ice advantage wrapped up here.
And the referee in tonight's game is Ron Fournier, Ron Foyt, and Dave Matz. And the other officials, let's go to center ice. Jerry Trupiano on play-by-play.
Thank you, Jack Stanfield. Terry Ruskowski will face off against Kent Nilsson. Tonight's game is underway. Here is Dave Dunn on right wing in center ice. Dumps it back to the Winnipeg blue line. Here's Lars-Erik Schubert getting it now to Kent Nilsson. Crosses the red line, moving into the Houston zone. Lost the puck. Morris Lukowicz back to get it for the Arrows. Tried to clear it on right wing to Hansis. He moves it to his own line. Now in center ice, lead pass for Ruskowski, taken away by Schubert. Here is Schubert clearing the puck to center. Back comes Al McLeod for the Arrows. Now to Lukowicz. In on left wing. Lukowicz in a shot. Oh, and Joe Daly got an arm on it. Now Crisco belted on the play by Terry Ruskowski. Here's Schubert with the puck on right wing to Hedberg, just clearing it down the ice. Going back to get it, John Schella tried to clear it, hands it away to Crisco, moving right in, now to Hedberg, shoots, Ernie Wakely the save. Schella tried to clear the rebound, Ruskowski has it in his own zone. Ruskowski for the Arrows almost lost it to Hedberg. Now Terry Ruskowski starting down left wing, lost it to Kent Nilsson. He shoots it down into the corner in the Houston zone. Schella ties it up with Crisco. Hedberg digs the puck loose, now to Kent Nilsson. On the right wing to Anders Hedberg, dumps it back to the left point, nobody there. Crisco races after the puck and keeps it in for Winnipeg. And here come the Arrows. John Schella clearing it to center. Going back to get it, Kim Claxton on that Winnipeg defense. Gave it away to Al McLeod. He lost it to Kent Nilsson. Here's Nilsson into the Houston zone on left wing. A shot. Wakely the save. And back after the puck is John Hughes for the Arrows. Hughes gave it away to Bobby Hull. He centers it. Wakely intercepts that centering pass and got it now to Tonelli, to Don Laraway, to John Tonelli. The Arrows start out. Tonelli moving through center into that Winnipeg zone. Tonelli in on right wing trying to make a play. Is hit by Ulf Nilsson. Now Lacroix steals the puck along the near boards to Tonelli. Now Bobby Hull after the puck, knocked flying by John Hughes, and there's going to be a penalty here to the Arrows. John Hughes will be called for cross-checking at 1:45 of the first period. And it has been an action-packed minute and 45 seconds, which has opened the hockey game here.
Jerry, the Arrows want to get a piece of this Winnipeg club. Certainly their great skating ability is something you have to be aware of, but another factor is you have to be careful not to take too many penalties against a hockey club like Winnipeg. They have an awfully powerful power play.
All right, the Winnipeg Jets go to the power play. They have scored 75 times with the extra man. They have Ulf Nilsson with Bobby Hull and Robert Guindon, Ken Baird and Barry Long on the points. Arrows have Andre Lacroix with John Tonelli, Paul Popiel, and Scott Campbell. Campbell on right wing in his own zone for the Arrows. The Arrows have had 73 power play goals scored against. Now Hull in center ice, tying up Scott Campbell. Tonelli gets it to Andre Lacroix. Lacroix in center ice away from Guindon. Right wing pass to John Tonelli. Lost it in center ice. Goes back to get it. Now checked on the play by Bobby Hull, and here's the Golden Jet. Bobby Hull winding up inside his own line. Moving through center. Right wing pass now to Nilsson. Ulf Nilsson into that Houston zone, trying to center it. Popiel breaks it up. Wakely steers it to the corner. Popiel and Nilsson slashing one another. Play goes right on. Here's Bobby Hull at the left point for Ken Baird. Now John Tonelli breaks it up and clears it down into the Winnipeg zone. Barry Long hustles back to get it. On left wing to Bobby Hull. Hull checked by John Tonelli. Here's Ken Baird with the puck. 1:05 left in the Houston penalty. Baird, long lead pass for Guindon. Stopped by Scott Campbell. He shoots it down the ice, races Ken Baird for it. Baird goes back to get it. Kenny Baird winding up in his own zone for the Winnipeg Jets. Headmans that puck to center ice for Bobby Hull down right wing. Here's Lindstrom moving right in on goal. A shot. Oh, and Ernie Wakely got a piece of that one. It grazed the post on the way by. Baird Right point for Barry Long, losing the puck and a roll to center ice. And here's Ken Baird for the Jets. Back to Barry Long. Moving into that Winnipeg zone. Shoots at the center for Lindstrom. It's taken away by Al McLeod. Into the Jet zone. McLeod in on goal. A shot. Daly had trouble with it. It goes over the top of the goal. Here's Ruskowski for the Arrows. He's bumped along the boards by Bobby Hull. Now Ruskowski digs that puck loose again. In with a shot. Fans on it. And Long takes it away. 15 seconds left in the Houston penalty. Lindstrom in on right wing. Into the Houston zone. Going in deep against Shella. Shella takes a run at Lindstrom. It comes out now for Lasuka shot. Wakely the save. Slaps it in the air. It comes down. He catches it. And play is called. I think the Houston Arrows are involved tonight.
They sure are. Lindstrom moving down that right wing, and he's an off-winger. It's always a little more difficult for a defenseman to take an off-winger because he can throw that puck well away from the player on the backhand and then just worry about skating around him and getting that body around him. You got to watch Bobby Hull on that power play. He's got 8 goals on the season against the Arrows, twice as many as any other player on that Winnipeg club.
Larry Lund back in that Arrows lineup tonight, gets the face-off away from Peter Sullivan, and here's John Shella. Penalized player. John Hughes is back on. Shella in center ice. Lead pass for Steve West. He was 20 feet offside at that Winnipeg blue line as the puck was deflected away as it moved into that Winnipeg zone, and West, anticipating the pass coming there a little sooner, moves in offside. 16:10 remaining here in the first period. No score, the Arrows and the Winnipeg Jets. Scratch from the Arrows lineup tonight. Rich Preston, Cam Connor, Paul Terbenci all out with injuries. Wayne Rutledge sitting this one out. For the Jets, Mike Ford, defenseman, is not dressed. Dan LeBratton out for the season with a leg injury. Goaltender Marcus Matson not in uniform tonight. Lindstrom from center ice. Long shot into the Houston zone goes wide. The Arrows try to clear it. Steve West just dumps the puck to the neutral zone. And back to get it for the Winnipeg Jets, defenseman Bill Davis. Now to Willie Lindstrom. Lindstrom in center ice on left wing for Davis. Davis fires it down into the Houston zone. John Gray goes back to get it. Gray, who had a pair of goals in last night's loss to the New England Whalers, drops it off for John Shella on the end boards in the Houston zone. Here is Shella for the Arrows. Left wing pass to Al McLeod. Ahead now for Steve West, tipping it to center ice for Ted Taylor. Now to Gray, breaking in on left wing. He lost it. Goes in against Bill Davis on the end boards. They fight for that puck. Now Davis kicks it loose. Here's John Gray for the Arrows. Looks for the open man. To Taylor in that far corner. Taylor centers it in front. West shoots and scores! Steve West, after a hustling play in that corner by Ted Taylor and John Gray. Puck got out in front for Steve West, and he made no mistake putting the Arrows on top.
Gray moving it to Taylor in the corner, and then Taylor trying to center it. That puck got on the West stick, and he did not have a lot of time, but he got it in that net very, very quickly. Stevie West, his 10th goal of the season. And you were mentioning last night on the game, Jerry, that this line was playing effectively for the Arrows, and they look like a good combination. Put Teddy Taylor in line with anybody seems to stir them up, doesn't he?
Mr. Taylor, I said he had a heart as big as Texas, and what a competitor he is. Arrows lead 1-0. Taylor and Gray the assist on the goal, and the Arrows lead it 1-0. Here's Ron Hansis in that Winnipeg zone. Centers it in front. Lukowicz has it knocked away by Schubert. Now in center ice, Kent Nilsson, left wing pass. Dave Crisco has a breakaway. In on goal. Centers it. Hedberg shoots. Ernie Wakely the save. Now the puck taken by Ruskowski, and the Arrows wind up in their own zone. Ruskowski clears it on right wing for Hansis. Hansis for the Arrows. Now to Lukowicz on right wing. Lead pass, Ruskowski in across the line. In on goal. Ruskowski shoots. And the goaltender Daly makes the save. There's going to be a penalty here against the Winnipeg Jets for slashing. And the Arrows, who lead 1-0, will now get the man advantage as well. And from the summit, this is Houston Arrows hockey.
Winnipeg Jets penalty to number 8, Dave Dunn. 2 minutes, slashing. Time of the penalty, 5:23. Repeating, Dunn, 2 minutes for slashing at 5:23.
Dave Dunn of the Winnipeg Jets, a minor penalty for slashing at 5:23. The Arrows go to the power play with Lacroix up front, along with Tonelli and Lukowicz, Ruskowski and Campbell on the points. Face off to the right of Joe Daly. The Arrows leading 1-0 on Steve West. 10th goal of the year. The Jets get the draw to Claxton. He tried to clear it. Terry Ruskowski holding it in at the left point. Now to Morris Lukowicz. Lukowicz for the Arrows along the far boards. Lukowicz trying to make a play. Still with that puck. Left point, Ruskowski winding up. Terry shoots, fires it wide. Rebound, Lacroix centers it. Canelli a shot, put it off the end glass. Now Lacroix to Morris Lukowicz. Left point, Terry Ruskowski. Here's Ruskowski for the Arrows. Winding up. Now passing to Andre Lacroix. He looks for an open man along the far boards. Left point, Ruskowski, a shot, and that's fired wide. Canelli the rebound along the near boards. Into Lukowicz. Lukowicz, checked by Barry Long, gets that puck again at the right point to Scott Campbell. A shot, tip, they score! John Canelli, his 20th goal of the year, a power play goal, and the Arrows increase their lead to 2-0, and they mob John Canelli.
The Arrows illustrating very, very crisp passing and sharpness out there tonight so far. Shot from the left point, and then the hard work to get it back to the blue line, and a beautiful low shot. And I think Morris Lukowicz doing some fine work in the corner to set that one up back to the point. And this is where Scotty Campbell does such a nice job. He fires that puck, but he keeps it on the ice. And Canelli into double figures, into that 20-goal plateau, and that's a big one.
Jack, from seeing the hockey club all season long here on this power play, the Arrows were doing what they have to do on the power play, and that's get the good low shot from the point.
Boy, Campbell fires it as nicely as he's got a good touch with the puck. That's all you can say about the youngster, and he's going to improve. Imagine that really coming out of junior, and he's made himself a good regular on that power play for the Arrows.
Here is Al McLeod. Houston leading 2-0 on right wing to Hansis in center ice to Terry Ruskowski. Lead pass for Lukowicz. Into that Winnipeg zone on right wing. He's chased by Hedberg. Now Hedberg takes Lukowicz to the end boards. Here's Hansis in against Schubert. Ruskowski after that puck. Hedberg takes it away. He's belted by Lukowicz in front. Hansis a shot on the backhand over the top of the goal. Now Bobby Hull with Lukowicz belting him into the end boards. Puck is cleared into the corner. Lukowicz with it. To Ruskowski, a shot. Oh, and Daly got a pat on it. McLeod at that left point. In on the corner boards for Lukowicz. Bumped by Dave Dunn. Here's Ruskowski moving in there. And the puck is held for a faceoff. Joe Daly playing his first game since breaking his hand against the Houston Arrows. And right now he's a bit jittery out there, as you might expect after a long layoff.
Well, of course, he's one that they want to tune up before they get into those postseason games. And it might be a bit of a break for the Arrows here tonight. But the Arrows need to have a good game here, Jerry, just to kind of reorganize themselves and notch that much closer to solidifying that third spot.
From the face-off, Ruskowski is knocked down by Ulf Nilsson. Dave Dunn clears the puck to center. And here's Bobby Hull dropping it to Schuberg on right wing to Ulf Nilsson. Now to Schuberg in the slot, shooting. Ernie Wakely, a spectacular save. And here's Ruskowski trying to clear it. He does the center. Then he belted Bobby Hull to the ice. Hull and Ruskowski have a little thing going. Now the Arrows get it to Lukowicz. Lukowicz around Bobby Hull to center ice, down right wing. Into that jet zone. Lukowicz shoots. It's blocked by Schubert. Rebound cleared away by Daly. Here's Hansis after the puck. Now to Ruskowski. Centers it. Lukowicz trying to make a play. Lost it to Ulf Nilsson. And back come the Winnipeg Jets. Now to Hedberg. In on right wing to Ulf Nilsson. Shoots. Save. Rebound. Ernie Wakely got it to Al McLeod as Bobby Hull missed a great chance there. And Ruskowski clears it to center ice. Here's Schubert. Now to Hull. Bobby Hull winding up in the center ice zone. Now to Ulf Nilsson into that Houston zone. Knocked crashing to the ice by Al McLeod. And here comes John Canelli. Down left wing. Fakes a shot. Goes in around Ted Green. In on goal. Centers it. Lacroix shoots. Blocked at the defense by Bill Davis. And he covers up and play his call. Let me remind you. The Houston Arrows have to sell 7,000 season tickets for next year in the next 30 days. The telephone number, if you'd like to call and say you want some season tickets, 629-1050. 629-1050. The staff is on hand right now to take your ticket orders. Jack, and you might want to explain, the money goes into an escrow account. If the Arrows do not get in the National Hockey League, the fans do get their money back.
Nothing like betting on a sure thing. No, I think that's one of the key points. And, of course, as the evening goes along, we'll be mentioning that number. We want everybody to remember that one, and we want everybody to tell everyone else about it so that we can get this thing accomplished well within the 30 days. We don't want to have any last-minute rushes. We want to do it properly.
Yeah, let's stress the fact that the Arrows are in a fight for their lives, literally. They've got 30 days to sell 7,000 season tickets. You put 10% down, the money goes into an escrow account at Texas Commerce Bank. If the Arrows don't get into the NHL, the Arrows will not be, as of right now with this present ownership, will not be in the WHA next season. You put 10% down, you make 4 equal installments over the summer, right up until the start of next year's NHL season. So put 10% down. It goes into an escrow account. You do get your money back if the Arrows do not get into the NHL. That's guaranteed. Lund on the faceoff against Powis. It comes to Davis at the left point. Shooting deflected wide by Lynn Powis. Or Lyle Moffat, I should say. I got Lynn Powis and Lyle Moffat mixed up, and I called him Lynn Powis. I'm punchy here. I'm trying to get these tickets sold. 629-1050. That's
10.50.
629, 1050.
Which is sort of ironic because that's the highest priced ticket in the range of tickets there. So we might.
And let me tell you, these prices compared to other NHL cities, Arrows are $2 cheaper across the board than other NHL cities for the ticket prices next season. That's something to keep in mind. Thank you. Arrows leading 2-0, and here's John Gray, one-on-one against Bill Davis, down left wing. He's faking a slap shot. Gray in, centers it. It comes back to the point. Paul Popeil couldn't reach it. The puck rolls down the ice back into the Houston zone. Popeil hustles back to get it for the Arrows, who lead 2-0 here in the first period. Left wing pass to Ted Taylor. Taylor out in center ice to Steve West, now to John Gray. Gray into that Winnipeg zone, trying to get around Davis. Can't. Lost that puck to Ken Baird. Oh, Baird almost had his arm taken off by John Hughes. Arrows have a little thing going with Ken Baird as he injured a couple of the Arrows players this season. One was what the players call a cheap shot. The other one a clean check on Rich Preston. It was, as we say, a clean check. Now the puck cleared back into the Winnipeg zone, and here is Davis on right wing trying to shoot it out. Taylor trying to hold it in. Here's Popeil slashing at the puck, almost hit Powis with it. Now Baird moving into that Houston zone, going to be a penalty against the Arrows. Popeil, Wakely the stop, and Paul Popeil is going to get a slashing penalty here for whacking Ken Baird on the arm and on the right hand twice. And from the summit, this is Houston Arrows hockey. And Paul Popeil is in the penalty box for the Arrows. He goes off for slashing at 9:10 of the first period. The Arrows lead 2-0. They will now be a man short. Scott Campbell has it in his own zone on right wing to Andre Lacroix. Lacroix can't clear it. A shot from the left point. Barry Long. Stick save made by Wakely. Now up with that puck. The Jets at the right point. Kent Nilsson, left point. Barry Long closing in. Centers it in front. Crisco now to Sullivan. Moving in front. A shot. Wakely, a big save on Crisco. Covers up on the rebound, and play is called as Crisco was knocked flying. And there's going to be a face-off to the left of goaltender Ernie Wakely. The Arrows getting brilliant goaltending here in the first period from Ernie Wakely, and cleaning house in front of that Houston goal as Dave Crisco had a couple of cracks at the Arrows goaltender. Houston leading 2-0 here.
Key thing about Wakely is when he goes down, he keeps the pads well out in front of him. You'll watch, even when he moves around to that net, he's got those pads in position to be able to make a move, to make a stop, and so often that's the difference.
Here's Kent Nilsson at the right point, moving into the slot, in on goal. McLeod breaks it up. Barry Long holds it in. Right point, Lindstrom shoots over the top of the Arrows goal. Rebound here to Peter Sullivan. Left point, Barry Long. Now to Sullivan. He missed the pass. In the far corner, Willie Lindstrom with that puck. Takes a hit by Al McLeod. Larry Lund moves into Dave Crisco. Crisco and Lund fight for that puck along the boards. Now McLeod gets involved in there, and they hold the puck, and play is called. 1:17 left in the minor penalty to Popeil. Face off to the left of Ernie Wakely.
Good to see Larry Lund back in the lineup. Of course, he had that severe Charlie horse, and Bobby Brown was saying it was probably one of the worst Charlie horse injuries he's seen in quite a long time, but he's back out there for those big draws.
Here is Scott Campbell on right wing as the Arrows get the draw to Ted Taylor. Taylor clears it down the ice, and the Jets go back with 1:05 left in the minor penalty to Paul Popeil. Here's Kent Nilsson moving it into that Houston zone. In deep, tries to make a play. He's checked by Lacroix and Taylor at the right point. Lindstrom shoots. Wakely the save. Rebound cleared away by Scott Campbell. And the Jets have to go back as the Arrows shoot it all the way down the end of the ice. And back in his own zone, Kent Nilsson, the high-scoring rookie of the Winnipeg Jets. He's stopped in center ice by Andre Lacroix. Now Kent Nilsson with Bobby Hull in center ice. Nilsson walking in on left wing to Bobby Hull. Now to Sullivan, lost it to Scott Campbell. The Arrows ice it again. Going back to get it for the Winnipeg Jets is Barry Long. He winds up in his own zone. On left wing to Bobby Hull in full flight in center ice, stopped by Andre Lacroix. Gets it again on left wing. In for Barry Long into that Houston zone. Long goes in deep against Schella. Now John Hughes plays it on left wing for Kennelly. He missed it. Kent Nilsson at that right point holding it in. Left point for Barry Long. The pass was off the target. It rolls to center, and the Jets have to go back. Now here is Hull In on left wing for Ulf Nilsson, in front for Hedberg, and Schiller breaks it up. Here comes Andre Lacroix as Paul Popeil steps back on. Lacroix in center ice, bumped and knocked flying by Hedberg. Here's Tonelli in on left wing against Claxon. Tonelli looking for help, moves the puck back to center ice, and Andre Lacroix has it for the Arrows. Right wing pass for Tonelli, in against Barry Long. Long clears it to center. Bobby Hull has it for the Jets on right wing to Hedberg. Anders Hedberg, New York Rangers bound, clears it ahead for travel mate Ulf Nilsson. Too far ahead, Wakely covers up on it, and play is called. And from the summit, this is Houston Aeros hockey. Two 2-0 lead for the Houston Aeros here in the first period. Terry Ruskowski in on right wing for Ron Hansa. Centers it for Ruskowski. He was tied up by Ulf Nilsson. Here comes Anders Hedberg back for Winnipeg. Moving through center on right wing to Bobby Hull. Missed the pass. Now Lukowicz clears it to Terry Ruskowski. Ruskowski in center ice. Now to Morris Lukowicz. He stopped, and here is Ulf Nilsson with a breakaway. In on goal. Nilsson knocked down by John Hughes, who's going to get a penalty. John Hughes came from nowhere to trip up Ulf Nilsson, sacrificing his body. And my friends, they have good penalties and they have bad penalties in hockey. Jack Stanfield, a good penalty there by John Hughes.
Well, when you've got a guy walking in cold turkey on a breakaway, you've got to do whatever you can to distract him or take him out of the play, even if it does require a trip, because that's a golden opportunity. I think John made a diving play there to get in front of the player, and really not, he went after the puck, and I say a legal move, really, Jerry. The puck was loose and he went after it.
They give Hughes a minor penalty for tripping at 12:07, and the Winnipeg Jets, who have scored 75 power play goals, once again have the man advantage. They have Ulf Nilsson, Bobby Hull, and Anders Hedberg up front. Lars-Erik Schuberg and Ted Green on defense. Larry Lunn out to take the face-off for the Arrows to the left of Wakely, and the Jets get the draw. Hedberg, left point to Schuberg. Schuberg, right point to Ted Green. Now along the far boards to Hedberg. Hedberg centers it for Nilsson, and he was checked by Scott Campbell. Now Campbell after Ulf Nilsson again. It comes to the left point for Lars-Erik Schuberg. Now to Ulf Nilsson. Back at the right point for Ted Green. Winding up a shot. Ernie Wakely, another tremendous save. Here's Bobby Hull with that puck. Dumps it on the end boards for Hedberg. He's checked by Scott Campbell. Now Taylor steps into Hedberg. At the left point, Schuberg holding it in to Ted Green. A shot. Wakely the save. Knocks it wide of the goal. Now here is Ulf Nilsson for the Jets at the right point for Ted Green. Tremendous pressure on by Winnipeg. Left point, Lars-Erik Schuberg. The shot. Campbell blocked it. Rebound. The Jets, Hedberg got it back to Schuberg. He was moving to his right. The puck came out to his left, and it rolls to center. And the Jets have to get on side. Here's Green, bumped by Taylor and knocked flying. Taylor takes it away from Ulf Nilsson. Now lost it to Bobby Hull. Here's Ulf Nilsson for the Jets. In on left wing, moving into the slot, try to center it for Hull. And Ruskowski breaks it up for the Arrows and clears it down the ice. And the Jets have to go back. And this crowd roaring with every move the Arrows make. 48 seconds left in the Houston penalty. Bobby Hull lost it to Paul Popeil. Now it's taken away by Schuberg. Schuberg chased back by John Schella away from that Houston blue line. A right wing pass to Bill Lasuk, moving in against Andre Lacroix. Lacroix broke his stick. Now Wakely steers the puck on right wing for Schella. He was checked by Gaindon. Here's Ruskowski after it. Now on the end boards, Paul Popeil for the Arrows. Around on left wing for Andre Lacroix, and here come the Houston Arrows. They're a man short. Lacroix in center ice. Drops it back to John Schella. Schella for the Arrows on left wing to Paul Popeil. Popeil ahead to Ruskowski, checked by Dave Dunn. Now the puck taken away by the Jets on left wing. Here's Bob Gaindon. Into that Houston zone, shooting. Wakely, another save. And Schella goes back to get it for the Arrows. He's checked and knocked down by Moffat. The Arrows got it to Ruskowski, clears it to Lacroix on center ice. And here comes John Hughes back on. The Arrows kill off another penalty. Now Lacroix into Ruskowski, a shot right on. Daly the save. Here's Dave Dunn dropping it off for Bill Davis. Davis on the end boards, checked by Ruskowski, and here comes Davis away for the Jets. Clears the puck to center, going back to Schella. He missed it. Could have played it on the way by, and going back Schella in that Houston zone. Schella on the end boards. 5.5 minutes left here in the first period. Arrows leading 2-0. Houston shoots at the center ice. Bill Davis flips it down into the Houston zone, and Schella races in against Moffat. Moffat couldn't get to that puck as Schella took it away, and here's John Tonelli on right wing now to Don Laraway. Laraway moving through center to Lacroix. Into that Winnipeg zone. Lacroix on right wing trying to make a play. Missed on a check by Gaindon. Now Tonelli in that corner fights for that puck. He's checked by Lasuk. They jam up in the corner. It comes loose for John Hughes. At the right point, Laraway. Laraway shoots. That's wide of the target. Rebound. Here's Tonelli on the end boards. Now to Lacroix. Centers it. Laraway went to shoot it. He missed the puck. And here's Guindon out on right wing for Lyle Moffat. Moving through center into the Houston zone for Guindon. And John Hughes breaks it up for the Arrows. Clears it out for Andre Lacroix. It's wide open right now to Laraway on right wing. Into that jet zone. In deep. A shot. Save. Rebound in front. Tonelli after that puck. Has it. John Tonelli to Lacroix. Looking for the open man, Andre Lacroix centers it, they score! Andre Lacroix, his 100th point of the season. He centered it in front, it deflected off the goaltender's stick daily into the net. And Andre Lacroix gets his 100th point of the campaign for the Arrows. Only the third player in Arrows history to reach that plateau, and that makes it 3-0 for Houston.
Well, a beautiful play from the side of the net, and he was trying to center it, but the thing about Lacroix is he does the unexpected, and from a kind of a sneaky position, I think tough on the goaltender, he centered that puck right across the crease, went off the stick of Daly and very cleanly into the net. And a break for the Arrows here. They lead 3-0, and they are just playing some kind of hockey here in the first period.
Well, it's a completely different Arrows hockey club we have seen here tonight than in the last two games on the road. Houston leading 3-0. Here's John Hughes in center ice to Ted Taylor. Taylor for the Arrows, moving it into the jet zone. Now to John Gray, leaves it at the blue line for John Hughes, taken away by Baird, and here comes Lynn Powis. Down right wing into the Houston zone, stopping now. In the corner for Lindstrom, going in deep against John Hughes, who bumps him on the end boards. And here's Taylor for the Arrows. He's checked by Ken Baird. Now Baird is bumped. Now Kim Claxton holding it in. He and Scott Campbell bring the sticks up. Campbell and Claxton. Now Campbell takes the puck away for the Arrows, shoots it to center ice for Steve West. West for the Arrows, moving through center. Claxton slashes at Gray, play goes right on. Now the Jets get the puck. Very long to Ken Baird, he's bumped. Arrows steal it. Here's Steve West trying to make a play. To John Gray, he lost it, it rolls to center, and the Arrows have to get back on side. A pass to Gray on right wing, moving in to Ken Baird. Now to Steve West. West for the Arrows, trying to center it. Very long breaks it up. Now the puck fought far along the near boards. Powis bumped by Gray. The Jets clear it to center. And here's John Shella for the Arrows. Shella, right wing pass for West, intercepted by Baird. Down right wing, in against Shella. Baird the shot, nowhere near the target. Ron Hansis takes over for the Arrows, tries to clear it. Hansis for Houston, winding up in his own zone on right wing to Shella. Arrows leading 3-0. Shella, left wing pass to Al McLeod, and here come the Arrows through center. McLeod now to Ruskowski. In for Lukowicz across that Jets line. It's cleared to center. Lukowicz has it in the neutral zone. Lukowicz moving in now to Ruskowski. Ruskowski checked by Claxton. Terry Ruskowski with that puck. Got it to Ron Hansis. Hansis back to Ruskowski. It's intercepted by Hedberg. He's bumped by Ruskowski. Hedberg slashes at Ruskowski. Play goes right on. Here comes Bobby Hull for the Jets down right wing. In a shot blocked by McLeod. Rebound. Oh, there's going to be a penalty here to the Arrows. To the Jets. Oh, did Lukowicz get away with a two-hander? A major league two-hander as he almost took the Winnipeg Jets player's arm off. Now the Arrows shoot at the center. It's picked up by Winnipeg, and play is called. Going to be a slashing penalty, or at least a tripping penalty here to Winnipeg. From the summit, this is Houston Arrows hockey. The Houston Arrows, who lead 3-0, will now have the man advantage as Ulf Nielsen goes off for tripping. That's 17:31, and at least here in the first period, Jack, everything has gone right for the Arrows, but it's still early in the hockey game.
Goals by West, Tonelli, and Lacroix. Tonelli coming up with a goal and an assist so far tonight. Lacroix, as you mentioned, with his 100th point, and quite a record that gentleman has as far as his scoring.
Arrows scored a power play goal already here tonight. Have the man advantage again, leading by 3. Ruskowski in his own zone, lost it to Guindon. Guindon knocked down, clears the puck to center. Don Laraway after it for the Arrows, and here he comes. Laraway down right wing, into the Jet zone, tried to center it in front. It's knocked away by Winnipeg. Ruskowski holding it in. He's tied up by Crisco, and now Green shoots the puck to center, and Scott Campbell goes back to get it for the Arrows. Now the puck taken by Campbell in his own zone. Scott Campbell in center ice to captain Terry Ruskowski. Here's Ruskowski spinning away from Guindon, moving through center. Ruskowski into that Jet zone on left wing to Lukowicz, breaking in on goal, a shot, save, rebound. Lukowicz pushed it wide of the net. Centers it, loose in front, Laraway after it. Daly covers up on the puck, and play is called. We have a little pushing and shoving at the side of the goal, but that's to be expected.
Let me give you an idea of the previous seasons in the World Hockey Association for the Centerman Andre Lacroix, 124 points, 111 points, 147 points, 101 and 114 last season, so not too shabby.
Just as important as the hockey game, Jack, we need to remind the fans about the ticket drive. 629-1050, 629-1050 for Arrows season ticket information. The Arrows have to sell 7,000 season tickets to have a chance to get into the NHL, and that's my words there, not Mr. Schnitzer's or anybody else. I say they have to have the 7,000 season tickets in the next month, as was stated today. This club will no longer exist as we know it. 629-1050, that telephone number. Arrows on the power play. Lacroix through center. In on left wing for Lukowicz, breaking into that Winnipeg zone, and Ted Green breaks it up for the Jets, skates it back of his own goal. Now on left wing too. Very long. 35 seconds left in the Winnipeg penalty. Long lead pass for Sullivan, knocked away by Scott Campbell. The Arrows steal it in center ice. Laraway shoots it down to the Winnipeg zone. Very long. Hustles back to clear it down into the Houston zone. Scott Campbell after it there. 629-1050, that telephone number. 629-1050. Andre Lacroix for the Arrows. Into the Winnipeg zone on right wing to Laraway. Cutting in on goal. Centers it. Taylor shoots. He scores! Teddy Taylor! Oh, does he love that one. I tell you, there's not a hockey player who works any harder than Teddy Taylor at the Houston Arrows. He scores a power play goal there to make it 4-0 in favor of Houston.
Andre Lacroix, beautiful pass to Don Laraway, and what a pretty pass as he passed it right across the goal mouth, right on the stick of Taylor. He wasted no time in jamming it in there. So the Arrows have just been superb here in the first period. Jerry, maybe the word of that press conference this afternoon is sort of giving them a little extra enthusiasm here in the first period.
We hope to visit with Arrows President Harrison Vickers in the first intermission of tonight's game. We understand that the calls are coming in strong down to the ticket people who are waiting at 629-1050. Let's hope the city of Houston responds here and keeps this hockey club alive, and hopefully it will be in the National Hockey League next season. Arrows dump it into the Jet zone again at the left point. Paul Popiel now to Taylor on the far board. Less than a minute to play here in the first period. Arrows leading 4-0. It comes loose now to Schubert on left wing. Schubert now to Crisco. Clears it to center ice. John Hughes takes it away from Powis. And here's Hughes for the Arrows. Now to John Tonelli. Into that Winnipeg zone. In on goal. A shot. He fired it wide. Rebound up on the mesh. Play is called with 9 seconds remaining in the first period. The Arrows leading 4-0. What about that last scoring play?
That last scoring play was Don Laraway setting up Teddy Taylor. Lacroix getting an assist on that one. Taylor getting his 11th goal of the season. Laraway and Lacroix at 19:09. And that was a power play effort by the Arrows, the second on the evening, as the Arrows improve their power play situation on the year. And they move from 52 to 54. Power play goals scored.
Arrows fight for the draw in that Winnipeg zone. Here's Dave Dunn after the puck trying to clear it out. John Hughes knocks down linesman Ron Foyt. Here's Hanses with the puck, centers it at the buzzer. The first period ends with the Houston Arrows leading by 4 goals. And the crowd giving the Arrows a standing ovation here. 629-1050, that telephone number. Again, let us tell you that the ticket drive for 30 days, the Arrows need 7,000 season tickets sold to have a chance to get in the NHL. The Arrows will not operate in the WHA next season under the current ownership. They say it's NHL or nothing, and they feel they have a good shot at getting into the National Hockey League. 629-1050, the telephone number. Let's help keep this hockey club alive. The Arrows leading 4-0 at the end of one period. From the Summit, this is Houston Arrows Hockey.